go back there, turn that off. Boom. Oh, Jesus. Today's not a good day. Not a good day. Yeah. I think generator died again. So I don't know if I'll have power. Well, I can go plug in the car. Let me see. I'm getting the thing pasted up on the. That's it. Yeah, there. Now I do because I'm going to lose the chat. I'll have to watch that on the tablet because my laptop has it 1 hour left on the battery before it goes dead, and I don't have a generator now to run that. Pop out chat. And I'm low on tethered data to my computer, so I can't watch the screen on there. There. Now I go there. Now I can see the chat. And I guess there's nobody there yet. I don't know. I can get my tablet going with to monitor the screen. This just sucks. Trying to live off grid, trying to make electricity, trying to keep everything going. It's a pain in the ass. Almost ready to go join Forest, Jesus. How many things can go wrong? I should change my name to Murphy. Jack's out there howling, barking at the coyotes, and damn tablet. Why do I don't want a password. Can I set it up so there's no password? I turn it on and it's there. I swipe the screen or hit the button, because there's nobody ever comes here to use my tablet and require a password. I have no nuclear weapons to launch with it, I'm not afraid of there's no threat of somebody getting on my tablet here. Why do I need a password for it? Just to make life that much more difficult. Oh, Jesus. Or Moses, rather, right? There. Now, is the sound down on that? We got 5 watching. 5 watching and nobody talking. Yeah, I give up. And then this phone, because my batteries are down to 9 volts, it keeps telling me, power is 79%. Power 78%. Circles on the screen. It's like, stop it. The freaking computers and smartphones nagging the shit out of you. It just, can we go back to, I'm about ready to go back to freaking candles and writing letters. I'm sick of technology and bullshit with the world. Is anybody out there? 6 watching. That's all they're doing is watching. Nobody's chatting. Nobody in the chat. So now I got the dang generator's warranted, but it's like this is the second time, and I don't know. I'm about to. I don't know if I can get my money back through eBay. It's too late to get my money back from eBay, huh? Oh. So, what's up? Nobody's chatting, so I don't know what's up. Nobody wants to talk. Anybody want to? I pasted that in there. Paste, enter. Why isn't it? Go there. There's the Zoom link if somebody wants to join in. I had to put it up there twice. I don't know why. It's Zuckerberg doing it, you know. The whole world's going to hell. So maybe Forrest got out of here at the right time, didn't he? I mean, you know, the treasure hunt, it's turning out to be a total, it was total bullshit. We all wasted our time. Jack Stoof doesn't even have a clue. Hey, because I can. Yeah. Yeah, we're all aliens. Yeah. Oh, I was watching this, the Discovery Channel, and these guys, there's cities underneath the ice caps, underneath Antarctica, and the ice has been there for 50,000 years. Well, look what the ice did to Yosemite Valley, they say. And do you think any buildings would be left underneath it? No. It's totally ridiculous. We think we see buildings underneath the miles of ice. It's like it would have crushed them. Who knows? So now, since my generator's not working, I can't microwave my dinner. I have to figure out what I got to. Oh, I got my stove. I can still do the. I got summer sausage, and that's what I had yesterday. Just slice up summer sausage, put it on the griddle, and heat it up. You're blocked again. Where? Where are you blocked? You're there, Huli. I see you. Hey, what's up, Troy? Oh, admit, dunk. Whoever it is. Admitted. Who'd we get? The Raven.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
I don't normally chat, but I mean, I don't normally go in Zoom.
Yeah.
But the chat won't let me type anything.
It won't. Yeah. I had to post the link to get in here twice.
But I don't think it's allowing people to type. I don't know. Or maybe it is now.
Oh, well, those big tech companies are afraid we're talking politics, that we're talking about them. They're paranoid delusional. Mark Zuckerberg and all them, they're all paranoid delusional. And things going down with the government. I mean, they shut down my generator. I can't make electricity.
How did they do that?
I don't know. It's electronic, made in China. It probably has a Bluetooth connection that we don't know about. Just like the voting machines, they don't have a. There's no internet connection on. Oh, baloney! they hooked up to them through a smart TV.
Oh, sounds like you're having a bad day.
Yeah, with the generator going out. Yeah. It was running like crap yesterday, and then it went, and it did the same thing it did before when it died, was rev up and then die. So it wasn't out of gas. It was its death roll. So they had to send me a new board for it then. So
What's
Now
the
I'm kinda
temperature
waiting
up there
for-
now?
I'll have to wait for another new board or something. I don't know.
Is it cold up there?
It's 18 outside. It's 68 inside, and I only have my heater on half power.
Hmm.
My propane. So
Sucks.
yeah. Well, you know, if they would have given me the treasure like they were supposed to, I wouldn't be going through this. I'd be in a nice, warm, on the grid place.
Did you see
Everything-
Barbara was live earlier?
Oh yeah, I didn't miss anything. uh, yeah, there's another Barbara that messages me, and about Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt, changing her mental status.
What does that mean? She went nuts over it or what?
Yeah, now it's because she can't think of anything else. and I'm in these visions or something too. Okay.
That's not the lady from California, is it?
No, I don't think so. Another Barbara. And then my neighbor says, "Hey," he says, "There's another Barbara." So there's three of them, and my neighbor, his last name's Anderson.
Why do you think it seems like the paperwork on the lawsuit says Anderson with an E and she goes by Anderson with an O?
No, I think she goes with the E. Her webpage, her YouTube is with the E, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you go on Court Listener, all the documents are with an E, I think.
Yeah. So's her YouTube. Some people are spelling it wrong in their titles of their videos. Maybe. Let me see. And I'm tired of YouTube with these videos that auto run when you go to the and auto preview and all. I don't want to auto preview nothing. My data is tethered and they use up my data before the end of the month, and then I'm on 40K per minute.
Yeah, I got that problem too.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd be nice to be where I was on a cable system where I don't have throttled speed, but Verizon say, well, go on your home computer, go on your home network. It's like, this is my home network, idiots. We're not allowed to compete with the cable companies. Oh, BS, you know? What politician gave him that right?
What's that picture behind you? That's awesome.
That's, I call it the beat of the drum and the whoop of the dance. The one guy's, I don't know which way. This is my screen, my monitor screen is it's not showing me. It's showing me in my I switch here. There. Now I can see it. This guy over here is beating the drum. This is the drum in front of him, and you see he's beating the drum, and this guy here is dancing. This guy with his feathered headdress and stuff.
Is that one rock pictures or is that something different?
Yeah, that's off a rock, and I just have AI paint what it sees, and it looks like that you know, it's the same thing if I showed you the other one, but yeah, it looks prettier with the colors. And I like all the stuff flying and there's like this guy leaning over the top of him with the white eyes up in the top up here. Right in there where my hand is. That face looking down on the drummer. And I think there's other people in the back dancing. It's a whole scene going on. It's my window into the past.
Are you reading the chat at all?
Oh no. I'm surprised the phone is working. Oh, my chat, when you said that, the chat just went like 20 messages. Like you said, they're getting tied up. It's not giving me everything. She's dragging people in like me. Who never, yeah. She just like Zuckerberg and stuff, paranoid delusional. I mean, if you file a lawsuit against in federal court, it's a public record. Everybody can read it. And if you're in the news stream, you're open to opinion, anybody's opinion. And what you want to, like Zuckerberg, shut us down for our freedom of speech?
Yeah, that's I don't know how they can get away with that.
Yeah. Oh, they're not going to get away with it for long.
I thought the government was going to try to split like Facebook or because they have like almost like a monopoly going.
I think it's coming. There's things they had to let the traitors be traitors and catch them in the act, say, and they're going to be rounded up.
I don't know what this new you know, with Biden and that in there. I don't know what they probably let it go.
You notice he's not signing things at the you know, Trump would when he signed something, he would have the people that are involved in, you know, like when he give money to the black colleges, he has all these black people behind him, and when he does something for firefighters, he has all these firefighters, and he'd sign it and then he'd hold it up and show everyone so the camera could see the document. That's not happening, and he's not at the Resolute desk. He's at these little. Where'd this little desk come from?
Somebody tried to say that somebody on my Facebook said that he was on a stage, but that wasn't even the Oval Office.
Right. It's the movie studio where they film the movies. That's the White House movie set.
Yeah, and they showed him and Kamala walking in the garden, getting some sun and air, and it was 18 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, because
they had on short sleeves.
Studios is down in Georgia.
Oh, you think they're in Georgia doing all that?
Yeah, one of them's in Georgia, and the other one's, I think, in California or Arizona or something.
That's just
two different White House sets.
That's just totally wrong.
The other thing is that they're already prisoners.
Don't even say that, Bill.
He got to the White House. He got there and the door was locked.
I don't doubt it. They did you see the pictures of all the fences with the razor wire on top?
Yeah, that's to keep them in there.
That's just crazy.
That's not to keep us out. That's to keep them in there because there's nobody trying to get in there. Or it's locking them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
maybe
you know,
they have a movie set for Congress too. I don't know.
well, you know, if you're a government, you have to protect yourself like that, then something's wrong.
Yeah, they yeah, they won by such an overwhelming amount that they have to protect themselves from the four people that didn't supposedly vote for them. Yeah, they got video of the guy with the buffalo head and all that. That he was shooting through, and he had press people all around him taking pictures.
Yeah, that's the false flag people. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, it's crazy, but we can't talk about that kind of stuff too much here because I want to keep my channel.
Boy.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Well, yeah. Besides my power shortage and everything here, and
I guess the Northeast getting hammered with a couple feet of snow.
yeah, and remember he was going to get everybody at $2,000 right away. Did it show up on the first? No.
I just got my other one.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, just today?
A couple days ago, yeah. It says issued by President Donald J. Trump on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. His was, and he's still putting his name on it. That's what's really cool. That's really good. Yeah, I got that one January 1st. So they didn't give me any today. But we were supposed to get another 1,400. That didn't show up. He said, "I promise, if you vote for me."
I don't think they did that one yet, did they?
Well, no, they haven't. They won't approve it. He's got they're running both houses, and it won't get it through. Now they won't do it. Now that he's in there, they go if they want. They fooled everybody.
I saw something about us sending money to like foreign countries to pay for abortions and stuff. And I'm like,
he gave, $8 billion to Mexico.
But then they got all those people lining up in Guatemala to climb the wall.
Yeah.
Come in
here. I can see them coming. Oh, yeah. Who knows what's really going on? But this is the title of my video. I'm trying to get away from just have enough talking about forest because it ain't happening. Nothing's happening.
Well, K-Pro and Mike were just on showing their wedding pictures and stuff, and she said something.
Not the wedding night.
No. No, I hope not. She said something about something in the courts that went through today. I couldn't find. I didn't see it. I don't have a pacer.
Well, my computer's still on. It says it has 58 minutes left.
Yeah, I think it might have been something Erskine filed.
Oh, well, I can look at his. I got them both bookmarked. I'll go there first since that's it.
Well, I must go wants to bring back the draft. I agree, but I don't think the millennials will save us.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, he was granted a motion. Oh, a motion to granting defendant's motion to dismiss and dismiss this matter with prejudice for the lack of personal jurisdiction. So Erskine's done. His case is done. It's dismissed with prejudice. That means he can't refile again. But wasn't he? That was Hanson in Colorado. But I think they were tied together. So one down, one to go. and Barbara asked for this to be temporary and leave it open, like without prejudice. But I think the judges just get out of here. And the judge should say, and whoever does have the treasure, you can't go after them either.
So Erskine's done?
Erskine's done, yeah.
Oh, because I didn't see that anywhere. I didn't.
Order is therefore ordered granting defendant's motion to dismiss. So Zoe's lawyers or the Fenn lawyers put a motion to dismiss, and the case, so the judge dismissed it.
And they get to get their legal fees back?
They can go after him for legal fees too if they want to, if that's what Fenn Forest wanted. I don't know. I didn't read further into it. I'm just reading the at issue is defendant Forrest Fenn's motion to dismiss. Forrest Fenn's motion to dismiss for lack of personal jurisdiction, to which plaintiff Brian Erskine filed response Doc 21 and defendant replied Doc 31. The court also considers multiple sets of additional motions. These include plaintiff's motions to supplement the complaint, defendant's response and plaintiff's reply, plaintiff's motion to transfer jurisdiction, defendant's motion to strike improper unauthorized filings, to which plaintiff filed the response and defendant filed a reply, defendant's motion to substitute party, Fenn's motion to substitute party, will say instead defendant, Erskine's response and Fenn's reply, and latest plaintiff's motion to substitute party and plaintiff's reply. For the following reasons, the court will grant defendant's motion to dismiss for lack of personal jurisdiction, as well as defendant's motions to substitute party. The remaining motions are denied and moot. So sounds like the judge just said, this is all, we're done with this. It's several pages. Your defendant did not have sufficient minimum contracts with Arizona to warrant the court's exercise. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was worrisome. He was acting on his own behalf, right?
Yeah.
And it seemed like his legal documents were better written than hers. I thought.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. There's somebody with his name, Brian Erskine, who's a lawyer in Texas. I was wondering, is it the same guy?
Well, I don't think Barbara knew about this today because she didn't mention it in her video.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know what time it was put up. I don't think it says what time it was put up.
What website are you on?
The courtlistener.com.
Oh, because I went on that. It wouldn't let me do it unless I paid.
Huh. I didn't pay. Oh. Well, it might be the after a certain number of hours or so, then you get the free version. It might be up.
Okay.
The free one's up now. When it first shows up, it's paid for. Yeah.
About Hooli.
Time for what? Time for an alien invasion, right, Levi? Time to throw out the watch. we can talk about aliens. Oh, I don't know how much time I got on my computer. It still says an hour and 8 minutes. I was lucky I had these extended batteries. Well, this battery thing, it goes on the bottom of my laptop and it gives it like extra hours.
Hey,
And I have two of them.
that's
So,
huge. What is that? Just like you just sit the laptop on it?
yeah. This instead of a docking station, it's about the size of a docking station. You plug the laptop on, and sometimes I get 9 hours out of it.
Oh, where do you get those?
It's great. So now that I'm only got solar and I don't have a generator, I'm gonna have to charge up both of those during the day. Once one gets to 100%, then I have to put the other one on and charge it to 100%.
I thought that generator was new.
It is. I got it with that first stimulus check in, was it May or something? April, May. Yeah, 2-year guarantee, 2-year warranty. So,
You got that off you got that on eBay, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was refurbished.
Oh, okay.
And they gave me it was like jinxed from day one. Supposed to be 5,300 watts, and it's supposed to have it has circuit protection, to keep it from doing what it does.
But it's not working.
Yeah, circuits, the power board and all's burned up again or something. I don't know.
Maybe maybe you're just using too much.
That's why I'm saying it has breakers and circuit protection, so that if you are using too much, it'll safely shut it off. Without damaging it. It's supposed to be protected. It's not protecting itself. And so I don't know if it's the power board isn't the same, that isn't all the parts. So I think the parts further down, the spinning parts on the motor that they didn't change were bad, and that's what burned up the other board. Probably burned up the board the person had before me, burned up my board twice. and because the whole thing is a piece of
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna send him another email. Tell him, hey, the thing went out again. No lights. Lights don't come on. It'll start up and it'll hardly because the circuit board controls the motor running too. So everything's down on it. Oh.
Yeah, I think maybe you just need a cheap old-fashioned one.
I got 4 of those in my storage trailer.
Fix one of them.
I thought if I got a good one, I'd be good for a while. What I need to do is get my Onan out and take it to a shop and have it fixed. The one that's built into the RV. And it runs off the gas tank on the RV. So then all I have to do is pour the gas into the RV.
Well, that's a good. Yeah, I have an RV, but I don't have a generator. Well, I have a generator, but it's not an Onan. It's not like on board. It's one I've never used it though.
Yeah.
I forget the brand of it. $1,000, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, this generator's a champion. It was 800 and something dollars too, you know?
The Champion, you can put two of them together, right? Run them like in
Yeah.
series or something.
Well, this one's 5,200 watts.
Oh God, that's big.
Yeah, it's supposed to handle, it has two circuits on it, two 20-amp circuits. And so it should, those, there's no reason for it to do what it's doing. Oh,
All
it's
right,
crazy.
talk to the room. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee.
Yeah. All right. What was that room? The bills were $86,000. Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think Erksine's in trouble. and so's Barbara. When they throw hers out, they're going to come after her for their legal fees. And there goes any money she made on her house. And yeah, she already put in for dismiss. There's still more. Wow. Oh, they reduced. Oh, no, okay. 8,000. Oh, we're talking about somebody's hospital bills, not the court fees. Legal fees. Yeah, I'm wondering what the legal fees were for the Penn family. Because Erskine could be responsible for them now. Conducting activities within the, let me see. Clear. I'm trying to figure out how many. Yeah.
What do you think they should get their money back for that? Or just let it go?
They're oh, they
Who said it would deter other lawsuits? But
they should get their money out of him. Teach anybody else coming after him that is going to get the same thing. And if you go to sue somebody and you don't have a case, it's going to cost you.
I think that didn't the family put a some kind of thing out there saying if you had a claim against anything that you had to bring it in so many days or something?
Yeah, and so nobody else can bring one now. Maybe.
That would be good.
I don't know if that was state court, county court, federal court, what? I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
I think that had something to do with the estate, though.
I know if you sue somebody and they find that it was a frivolous lawsuit, they can make you pay for their legal expenses.
Well, don't you think? Do you think his lawsuit was more frivolous than Barbara's?
They both are. No. Yeah, they both are, because neither of them had the right solution. She doesn't even have one, like Stu.
I just don't understand how she says that somebody hacked her, but then when you look at the evidence that she presented with the text messages from the anonymous person or whatever, it clearly shows that he wasn't anywhere near New Mexico.
Yeah, well, one thing I think the first thing she would have to prove, if I was a judge, the first thing you're gonna have to prove is that you were hacked. Did you have a forensic analysis of your phone, computer, whatever was hacked? Did you have a forensic analysis showing any kind of evidence that it was hacked? Because that would be in your computer. That you know, they know everything your computer does is recorded. And she hadn't shown that her computer was hacked at all. She just made the presumption, you know.
Well, she was trying to say earlier that Forrest Fenn was talking to her through scrapbooks, but I think half the search community thought he was talking to them through the scrapbooks.
Yeah, I just looked at the thing on this generator has 220 amp circuits, has 4,800 watts. The generator's rated at 5,200 watts, and technically that the circuit breaker should trip on it before it burns up the circuits. And it didn't do that. It burned the circuits up.
Well, what happened to your own generator?
They leave little holes so the mice can get in there and break the parts. And you go to start it, and there's a little plastic part that spins around for the timing that tells the spark plug when to shoot. And so there was probably a mouse nest in there, and or a rat got in there, and tried to start it, and that thing hit the rat and broke off, and so it only had one spark going.
Friend of mine got a mobile home
plastic piece in between the motor and the generator. There's a motor that turns the generator, and they put that piece right in between them, and you gotta have a factory to take it apart and put another. It's like, you know what a rotor is in your distributor cap on your car. You get a couple screws and you put a new rotor in it. Pop. This thing, no. They put the thing like between the transmission and the engine.
Most cars don't have rotors anymore, do they?
No, they're well, they do sort of, but it's not the same.
Okay.
It's more an electronic thing, probably on the timing gears.
Yeah, I have a friend that has a motorhome, and they said squirrels ate all their wires up.
Yeah, pack rats, squirrels, mice. Winnebago doesn't make these things mouse proof.
And what year is
where do you get in?
What year is that motorhome? 2000.
Yeah.
That's not that old.
No. What's my battery doing?
I thought you were going south for the winter.
I thought about it, but it the propane to keep it warm in here is less than the gas to go to Arizona and back. You know, and I got doctor appointments. I got to go in for my blood tests and stuff. For my for my polycythemia, my blood cancer, it's called. Because I got too much blood, and so they have to drain it off. And I got one at the end of February. I had one in November. So, I was here for winter.
Someone's asking you a question.
Oh, leave a cell phone. Yeah. Leave a cell. The housing market here is hot, especially if you can't sell, isn't priced properly. Okay. Sounds like a ground issue. It's got a ground wire going to it from the RV to this generator. It's a 4-wire cable. It's a 240 volt 2-phase with a neutral and a ground. So there's 2 hots, a neutral, and a ground that go to it. And yeah, I don't know why they're it's garbage. Oh,
Trade
this
some of them.
RV, they got the switch for the water heater. You can bump it and turn the water heater on. So, and that's the electric water heater. And so that was making it work harder. And
Yours don't have where you can switch from gas to electric?
Oh yeah. Well, the like the heater's propane, but I have electric heaters that I run when I run the generator. And I can use the water heater. It can be gas or electric, or the engine. Running the engine will heat the water.
Hmm.
It has a heat exchanger. They clearly don't need the money. Yeah. Yeah, if anybody needs, I need that treasure. But there are some dates this month. Eric Sloan's birthday is February 27th. And the guy who carved Moses, he died on February 7th. So that's a week.
When did Eric Sloan die? Was that
March 5th, 1985.
Seems like there's a lot of references to New York City, or a lot of things seem like they refer to New York City.
Like the Great Gatsby and
yeah, and everything about Eric Sloan
and Moses.
And when he went to meet that general's wife.
Yeah. Well, there was a guy in New York who was in charge of all these bridge projects. My computer, no keyboard. What do I do?
Yeah, that Catcher in the Rye too was New York, right?
Yeah. But there was a guy named Moses that was head of the transit authority or something, in charge of building like a dozen bridges in New York City. Who wrote a book with the guy who wrote The Great Gatsby.
My chat stopped moving. Did your chat quit?
Yeah, they do. The hackers or what? I don't know. Let's see if my other one is going still. Yeah, that one quit too. Let me try refresh, reload. Boom. Yeah. There. Okay, now it's going again. Yeah. They got to reload. Reload the page. I only pay 300. You pay 300 what? Rent? Where do you pay 300 rent? I'll rent the place next door.
No, I think it was 300 for his surgery.
Oh, yeah. I only paid 300 for my dentures.
Who's Harold Stevens?
Harold Stevens died. Who's he? Who's Harold Stevens? I hate my job. Ooh. I had a trespasser. I just saw him.
What is it, a rat?
A mouse.
Did you see the new mousetrap thing? Some kind of pneumatic, like a can looking thing, and they put the bait up inside of it, and the mouse goes up in there, and it puts a nail right through his head.
Oh.
Yeah, they're trying to sell them like at the hardware store, but they want, I forget, they said, I don't know, $400 or $500 for that.
Yeah, you can get I had a metal gas can, the old one that the cap is in the center of the top, and I put bird seed in it, and the mice would go and they climb into the can to get to the bird seed, but they couldn't get out. They couldn't jump out and hit that hole to get out, and they'd be trapped. So I take it and lay it outside, and they could get out then. That was a fat mouse too. I don't know if it was Tom or Jerry.
You got a lot of mice up there?
Yeah, they're mice, rabbits. They're prairie dogs. My neighbor says they're prairie dogs. I haven't seen them. But the RV, there's so many places underneath where they can come in, and anywhere where they put a hole to put a wire or a hose through, they didn't plug it with something sufficient to keep the mice out. You know, they use something that they're able to chew, just remove the putty and get in. But I'm a pretty good shot with a BB gun. It works better than the mouse traps. Jack's outside. If he was inside and I grabbed a BB gun, he would stand between me and the mouse.
Why don't you get a cat?
Yeah.
You don't have a bird now, you can get a cat.
Yeah, I can get a cat. Well, I had a cat when I had the bird too. I had several cats with the parrot. My cat, I had a kitten at the same time I got Togo, and I put them together, and the kitten, cause they were about the same size, and the kitten feared the beak. So when she grew up to be a big cat, she respected Togo. They would hang out together. So that's why with the cat, you get them used, but then they say the parrot can get a disease from the cat and die from it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, now that Erskine's gone and Barbara's like pulled back, what do you think Jack will, what do you think is gonna happen with this Jack dude?
I don't know, maybe he'll jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. I think he's just the storyteller. He's the one that's going to write the story, write the biography of Forrest Fenn or something. He could be the one that is the one who's going to publish it, because Forrest told me his autobiography in there that the finder didn't have a copyright on it. That the person who found the treasure chest wouldn't be able to publish that because they wouldn't be given the copyright. And so maybe he's just the guy that he gave the copyright to.
So what's going to happen now then?
To write his book because of his writing talents. Huh?
I mean, how can it play out then?
Well, once the lawsuits are done, then they could tell the real finder, hey, okay, you can have it now.
Oh yeah, who do you think that'll be?
That's me.
No, I'm talking about who do you think's running all that? Zoe or
one of the lawyers. One of the lawyers, I think. I don't know which lawyer, but I think one of the lawyers is handling it. And it's about, you know, because the real if I'm the one that figured it out and I'm the one that gets it in his will, then I've been putting up with a whole lot of BS waiting. You know, they could have told me a long time ago.
Well, you know, Greg thinks he's the finder.
Great. Oh yeah. Some spot in downtown Santa Fe. No, that ain't it. For 8.25 miles north of Santa Fe, at least.
He's coming to visit.
And that's he does. The number of Moses ties to the poem is like it like it puts all the other solutions to shame. Just and the fact that in the Bible says, did my computer just turn itself off? Yep, it did. So all my chat's on my tablet.
Oh, you're on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone doing this because that's everything else. The tablet is data speed limited. The laptop was tethered through the Verizon mobile hotspot on the phone, so it's limited its speed. And
yeah, I think Why Must Go's talking to you.
Who?
He says, you know who the author Harold Stevens is?
Harold Stevens, an American author. His expressions of World War II, China, the world travels and adventure. I think I've heard of him, but I don't recall anything about him.
Said he was friends with Forrest Fenn and he died 94 years old last week.
Wow. Yeah, and Forrest Moses died last week too.
Oh, the artist?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, ain't that weird? he was 87 or something. But I think he lived out in. He was friends with Forrest. He's 94 years old. Yeah, my grandmother made it 94. My great grandparents were 92 each. Dude wrote 38 books. He's a Facebook friend of. Oh, it was. Oh, really? Really? Harold Stevens was following mine. Well, if Harold Stevens was following mine, then it must have known he meant he knew something. Wow. Where is he? I'm on the hunt. Tom and Jerry, come out. Where with your hands up. Wow. Yeah, if he was following me, computer ain't him. It's shut off. I got no battery on my computer now.
You're gonna freeze your ass off up there.
Man. No, I got my propane heater, and I got an extra bottle of propane outside. I'm gonna have to take my microwave dinner and take it out of the trays and put it in the pan and cook it on the stove.
How far are you from the how far are you from the store?
16 miles. But stores are pretty much closing. Walmart be closed before I think they close at midnight. And I think the other ones close earlier. But I got plenty of groceries. It ticks me off, the generator.
Yeah, that's kind of important when you're boondocking like that.
Well, yeah, because my refrigerator is not working right now. It's on low DC, low DC. And that's why I run the generator to get the DC back. But my batteries are shorting out on something because you charge them up and they're dead. And once the sun goes down, the batteries are dead in 10 minutes, you know? So something, there's a mouse nest on the wiring somewhere. The mice chewed into, I don't know, you know? Need a regular house. 1 month before the chest was found, I mentioned Harold Stevens before. Yeah. I know he knew him. And the next day, Harold Stevens said, if you and I to Facebook, this was around May 10th. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know. Huh. He was, So yeah, I have to look up Harold Stevens. Look on my friends list here. Let me see. Let me see, because I can look on my tablet. Wow, he is. Writer, 38 books. Yep. Yeah, he's one of my friends on Facebook. He's got a picture. That picture looks like a place I've been in Florida. Wow.
They don't have an RV park somewhere near you where you could hook up for a while until you get all that shit straight?
I got some friends with a place I could go hook up if I wanted to. Up in Moffett.
For cheap?
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah, I'm sure they'd let me
get
do
all
it.
your stuff fixed.
Pay for my electric. Yeah. Oh, I got a neighbor over here, but he ain't on grid. My other friends are. Well, yeah. Yeah, my laptop's down. I'm gonna have to look them up tomorrow when the sun comes up and charges my laptop. Because I'm using my tablet for a monitor for the YouTube. Yeah.
Do you get TV out there? Or you got to use your laptop for TV?
Only what comes over the internet. There's no TV signals here. No broadcast TV stations, and I can't watch it with out a generator right now. You know. So it's pretty screwed up. I can run a jumper cable to the car and run the car to put a charge on the batteries. Like this, I can run out to my car with my phone here and sit in my car with the car running a little bit and, and stream from there.
That sounds kind of ghetto.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. In my teapot, I had the burner going too low and it blew out. So everything's off. I'm off grid totally now.
You see all these videos of people talking about how great it is to be off grid and tiny and all that.
Pain in the ass keeping things working. 8 to 7. Every couple of days you got to run to the gas station and go fill a propane bottle every 4 days for heat. Yeah, ain't got nothing now. Wow, so that's pretty cool about Harold there, Troy. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad he's not somebody I blocked for lurking. I should look on my Facebook and see if he has commented on my stuff. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And no, I don't want to search his post. I want to see his posts on anything of mine, and I don't see because he was lurking. That's why I didn't recognize him. In his cover photos, some Egyptian stuff. Like I've been saying, this is Egyptian stuff here, but they're not Egyptians. The Egyptians are Atlanteans.
Well, I just watched something recently that said the DNA from the ancient Egyptians came out of Turkey.
Yeah, and the Native Americans of the San Luis Valley get a cancer that only Hebrews get. That's common amongst people in Israel.
I was looking at some stuff about Native Americans, and I was notice how large their heads are. You ever notice how large their heads are? Their heads are huge. Too big for their bodies.
Yeah. I haven't measured them.
I'm just wondering, because they don't look like any other people, really. I mean, they try to say something about the land bridge from Russia and all of that, but they're finding out that that's not true.
Yeah. I'm only seeing like 4 posts or 5 posts from Harold.
Where'd our chat group go? Everybody's gone.
Oh. I don't know. Let me see. Mine's still going. The last one was 11:40, 1 minute ago by Troy. June was a liberal. You want me to hit the show or not on that one, Troy? I think yeah, some of the keywords, I didn't put that as one of the things you couldn't say. That must have been one that YouTube flagged.
What, libetard?
Yeah. Yeah, I said you couldn't say retard. Retard is a blocked word and stuff. to keep people from calling you a retard, insulting your intelligence and stuff. Yeah, it said he was an Angkor Wat. Not, I'd have to go back and see because I'm on my tablet only and my phone.
Yeah, I was something about Angkor Wat a few nights ago, and they were saying that it started out as it has a lot of Hindu representation in the carvings and stuff, the statues, and they went more to Buddhism, and a lot of that is why they kind of stopped using that temple because Buddhism became so big, even though Buddhism came out of Hinduism.
So it became kind of what do they call it?
It became kind of like
paganistic to the Buddhists.
Yeah, they decided that, I guess they decided that they wanted to build a different temple just to Buddha. But Buddha didn't want to be, he didn't want to be put on a pedestal. He didn't want people to worship him. And didn't
Same
go that
with Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Same with Jesus, because you know what? Jesus
did anyhow.
Jesus was became enlightened in Nepal, just like Buddha did. They both were 500 years apart, but they both went the same path.
Yeah.
And then they tried to bring it back to their respective homelands.
It's like God told Moses, "Don't worship any other gods. Only the true, only one God." And all these really, we got a Trinity. We got 3 of them now.
But that came out of Egypt too.
Yeah.
Monotheism. That was
yeah, they couldn't do away with it. They had to have more than one God. We can't do it just one.
Yeah, but that was the one Egyptian god or ruler that worshiped the sun, right? The one with the long head.
Yeah, Horus. Horus was the sun god, I think.
Yeah,
he
but
had that big sun disk on his head.
Who was the ruler though? The king with the long head, or the pharaoh with the long head?
Ra. No. Ra and Horus was Ra's son, or so, so
I think it was. I think it was Akhenaten. Akhenaten.
Yeah, yeah, but they don't know which one's which. and these are all repeated from way back. It goes back to Atlantis. Like I found Anubis and Thoth here, and Thoth was in Egypt, but the stuff here is 10,000 years older than Egypt. Nobody lives that long.
I was watching what's that show? America Unearthed, I think, with the geologist.
Yeah.
Anyway, they found some carvings on like mammoth bones or something on these islands off the shore of Florida.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Edgar Cayce said? They would find Atlantis off the coast of Florida.
Yeah, off of Bimini, near Bimini.
And they said they dug these trenches off the coast there of off the Atlantic coast. For some reason, they turned over this silt and stuff on these islands, and they found all these mammoth bones.
Yeah. I was watching some people that do a storage auction thing. They bid on them thing, and resell the stuff. And in their creek, they found mammoth teeth in Florida, north of Tampa, in their creek.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. And I think there's some of these rocks, big sculptures I think there might be people entombed inside. They made those rocks, some of them. They had super concrete because it's been there 12,000 years and not a crack in it. Some of it, a lot of it. It's almost like they knew how to make basalt. And like they say, the ones in South America, that they melted those rocks into those shapes. Yeah. Yeah, my generator quit, Whoopi. Doesn't do any good to spend more money on them.
Do you watch that America Unearthed? Do you ever watch that?
Yeah, some of it, yeah. And I've wrote to those type of play, and they don't answer, you know?
Oh yeah?
Why don't they answer?
Because people are always writing to him and he goes checking out all that stuff.
Yeah.
They found they think the Mayans were in Georgia because of some kind of blue clay that they used in the Mayan art and stuff. And they think
they traded around the world. There's the cocaine mummies, you know, in Egypt, and the only place that came from was South America. They had cocaine and nicotine in their system.
Well, they found
You're smoking tobacco.
Copper was mined in the United States thousands of years ago, and they think the Phoenicians were coming over because a lot of the copper and stuff, where did it go? You know, they were mining it, and I think it ended up in the Mediterranean area.
I've got a book, and it's signed by the author, the Lost Mines of Gitche Gumee.
I saw a show the other night. It said that the largest salt mine in the world is underneath the Great Lakes. I had no idea.
Yeah, and there's they have underground storage facilities there. I mean, that's one stupid place to hide important stuff, you know, because what if it collapses and nobody's ever going to see it for 1 billion years?
I don't know. They said there's some kind of like a rock formation underneath the whole of the Great Lakes, or some of them. I don't know about like Michigan, but like Huron and that. And they that's why there's like this roof of rock over that salt dome.
Yeah.
They're just pulling tons and tons of salt out of that.
Yeah, there's probably enough salt down there to keep the ice caps melted permanently.
They said that used to be more towards the equator, because it was like a it had to be some kind of low level sea or warm water sea of some kind. Make all that salt.
Oh, I just saw a thing that some of the rocks in Antarctica are match rocks in North America, and that the two used to be connected.
Well, now all that ice is melting. They said there was like 2 miles of ice on top of Antarctica, which I'm not sure that's a lot of weight, so I'm not sure it'd be that thick.
Yeah, and then Billy Carson trying to, there's buildings underneath it. It's like bullshit.
I know they're trying to say there's some kind of pyramids and stuff maybe there.
Because Yosemite Valley was carved out by ice, and if Yosemite Valley was carved out by ice 12,000 years ago, they say the ice in Antarctica has been there for 50,000 years. That ice has scraped away everything on the surface.
Well, that they were saying that the Niagara Falls is only 12,000 years old.
Oh.
Because they figured it receded. I forget if it's I think it's 3 feet every year. It like erodes back.
Yeah. Well, there was a whole lot of water running when the Younger Dryas, and it melted some huge body of water that ran and created that channel that's downstream of Niagara Falls. And I think it's only 1/3 of the amount of water that normally flows over Niagara Falls flows over. The rest is diverted through the power plants. And if people have thought, well, once a year for a week, a year or something, they should shut the power plants off and let Niagara Falls run like it should naturally, to just so you can see how much more water, 3 times the amount of water coming over would be spectacular. They used to be able to hear it from miles away, the roar of the water.
Yeah, it's pretty loud now.
Yeah. Well, you could hear it. I have my book, The Concise Account of North America, by Robert Rogers, that I republished, and he talks about it. And there was all kinds of carnage floating down the river from animals that had gotten in the river and went over the falls. There's lots of dead animals floating up on the shoreline along the river coming out of there.
Can you imagine people used to go over that in a barrel?
Yeah, well, I went there in 2004, and the day I got there, a guy same age as me went over himself without a barrel or anything. He drifted over, floating on his back, went over the side, woo, and he lived.
What did he do that for?
I don't know. He got arrested. He's got to be pretty stupid.
Yeah, because there's some big rocks down there.
Yeah. Maybe his name was Moses. Oh. What do I got on my battery? What's it say now? 36%. What's my chat saying up here? Sounds familiar. Forrest Fenn had Jackie at his house. And my dog's Jack. oh yeah. And when Stoof had that letter from a Bill, oh yeah, my son is named Jack. Isn't my dog my son, right? That's what I said. I think Jack wrote the letter from Bill. Late as usual. Is the chat locked up, or is it running? I don't know.
No, I think it's just there's not a whole lot of people talking.
Levi's there. Hey, Levi, we on Greg's channel, he don't want to talk about UFOs, but we can talk about UFOs on mine.
So how well did you know Forrest when you got into the chase? Did you know anything about him before it, or no?
I learned about him in 2013, December 2013. Same time I found a video about these I am meditations by Paul Santisi, and the whole I am thing is because of Moses. Because that's what God told me. I am that I am, and so you tell yourself, I am this. I am the finder. I am the fanatic. I am, there are confirmations, and what you do is you program your future because a lot of people don't say nice things about themselves, and they end up making that what they are.
Yeah, manifesting your reality.
It's to manifest your destiny. It'd be, oh, come on, it works.
Yeah, I've been watching a guy that talks about astrotheology and stuff, and about the truth about the matrix and how the whole reality really works, and about the avatar system, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got to the point I can about decode the read. I can read the matrix. I'm able to find the association, the you know, how are the 6 degrees of separation and stuff. Yeah, I used that. I decided in 2015 that I was going to incorporate the 6 degrees of separation into my solution.
Oh yeah,
and
how
use
did that
it.
work? How does
It worked fine. I found Moses.
I know, but where were your 6 degrees?
Oh, the six degrees means that if you got 6 words, one of those words is a clue. Things like that, you know. One out of 6. So if you got 6 pages, one of them pages has a clue. Like I had a shirt that I was searching down in around Salida, and I had a shirt from New York, from Wellsville, New York. It was for Texas Hot, Wellsville, New York Balloon Festival, right? So there's 6 words on there, right? And so I decided, well, I'm gonna look at my whatever it says on my shirt, and there's gonna be a clue written on my shirt. And sure enough, I'm in Salida, and I look at my shirt, and Wellsville was the next town down the river.
So how did that get you to Moses, though?
Well, then I went. I was searching for Poncha Springs, Rainbow Trail, Poncha Springs, and up came Rainbow Hot Springs, Pagosa Springs. And so I headed for there.
Wow, that's weird.
Because that's a 4.5 mile walk, and that's too far to walk.
Oh, definitely.
4.5 miles, because that would have been 9 miles, 18 miles in one day. It's too far to walk. So, you know, it's 4.5 miles into the hot springs, 4.5 miles out. It's something that you go there prepared to camp overnight, I guess. That's, some people can probably do it one day in and out, but not me.
I don't think Forrest Fenn did it either.
Yeah, but so on the way there, I got on the freecamping.net, I found you could camp at Alberta Park Reservoir, which is you have to drive through the Wolf Creek ski area to get to it. And when I was there, I thought, what's Alberta mean? The people, it's just the name. No, but it has a meaning, you know. And it kind of, it's German for noble and bright. It's a German title, and there's a title to the gold, a noble title, and bright means the same as wise, and bright is also a blaze. A blaze is bright light, you know. So I think, look below, and then I found the wood where the creek from that lake ends was the wood below Tucker Ponds, and Tucker Ponds is tired and weak, tuckered. And that's where the wood was, and that's where I found the Buffalo Cowboy car.
So that's how you got your solve?
Yeah, well then, well, that's where I found the wood and the Buffalo Cowboy car, and I showed Forrest my video because that's where I found Forrest, the thing I call Forrest Fenn's totem, which is a guy holding a tombstone, like over to the side, his elbow coming down. And I've looked around it, metal detected it, and I had a rope to climb around on it, because if you didn't have a rope, you'd fall down into the creek down below. It was a steep slope. It wasn't straight up and down. So I just used the rope for safety. But it wasn't anywhere in there. And I determined that when he says do not touch, he doesn't want you to damage the ancient stuff there, because I figured this is something that somebody sculpted. This is ancient stuff someone sculpted. But I showed Forrest the video, and he goes, "What's that?" And I said, "Oh, that's some guy, some Air Force guy." So I told Forrest, some Air Force guy hid a treasure and wrote a poem, and he's got to look for this stuff. And I go, "Who's that there?" I pointed at the rock over to the left of the totem thing, the one on the left end. And he says, "That's George Washington." And he goes, "So you found it, but there's 40 of them, right?" And I go, 40 of them. There's more of these? So I got my camera and started going around taking pictures, and I found the Stout-Hearted Men. I found Thoth. I found Anubis, and I found the Moses figure up on the halfway up the 1,000-foot bluff that looks just like the one he had carved in wood that Leo told him that's where Moses received the 10 Commandments, as he carved a perfect likeness of that one up there.
Wouldn't that be him giving you special clues?
No, I no, because I told everybody when he told me that. I told everybody that's what he told me. So I didn't keep it to myself. And I'm sure I've got many videos that I've said that. This is what he told me. And there were people there that saw him tell me that. Yeah, it's not, it's only that people don't listen what I told them.
Well, I think a lot of these YouTubers just talk in circles. Even like Toby, when Toby and Shelly were working, they would say stuff, but then the next show they wouldn't even remember what they had learned on the one before it. So they really didn't, it's like they didn't keep track of what they were saying.
Yeah.
So they just ended up talking in circles for like 3 years or 4 years or wherever it was.
Uh-huh.
So what do you think about Fendi and Bear, what they're doing?
I don't know. I think they're spinning their wheels.
Yeah, I kind of do too, because they both still have their own solves. And even though, Montana was supposedly out, but Bear won't let go of his solve in Montana, and they don't want to, like, if Jack would put out information or whatever, they don't follow that either. So I think they're just, I don't know. And Bear wants everybody to say, "Oh, well, you're not the finder, so don't even think about it." But then why is he doing a show?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're wasting their time. And the reason they don't believe me is because they never listened to me.
Well, I don't even think Bear's been doing it long enough to, because he doesn't seem to know much of anything.
Yeah. Yeah. And Fendi told me to send him a message on Facebook. I don't know what his username is on Facebook. I know I had a video chat with him on there one time, but I can't find that. It's like it's Facebook deleted it from my, I can't see it. So I don't know,
I don't know either. If you go on, no, he doesn't have his own channel.
He can tell me where to get a hold of him on in a comment on one of my videos or something. And
then I guess Greg's mad at them because they went off on their own. I don't know where he gets off thinking he can tell everybody what to do all the time.
Yeah, he think, oh, hey, I put you up on my channel list of channels. It's like, yeah, you took a while to do that, but my number of subscribers hasn't grown since you done that.
You got a lot of subscribers though, don't you?
Yeah, 2040 something.
Yeah, that's a lot more than a lot of people have.
Yeah. Well, there's some people who realize that I was the one who figured it out.
Well, I think you should do a show on like current events and stuff, like more
And,
often. Like, remember when you used to have a day, like you used to do Sunday, and then you had Mammoth Monday, and then everybody kept taking your pushing you out.
then everybody else is like, oh, we're gonna do Monday.
Well, you can still do your show.
Yeah. Well, I have a like I said, I have my single RVers page on Facebook, and I think I'm going to do some streams with the singles streams.
Yeah,
Just
the
get people camping.
that house husband dude, he kind of pushed you out of Sundays, I think it was.
Anytime I planned something, they would go right over me.
But that was just wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Jack wants to.
They're holier than thou, but then they know what they're doing, and it's obvious. And I just thought that was pretty dirty.
Yeah. Yeah, and they came out of nowhere. I've been putting videos up since 2014.
Well, why don't you just pick another day and do a regular show like Susie does?
Well, I'm tired of doing four spin videos. That's why I say
That's what I was talking about. You could do current events or something because you seem to know a lot about the news.
No, I don't want well, those are the things that you get demonetized for. And stuff. I don't want to do something that I'm gonna get demonetized for.
Yeah, but you got to pick something that you can talk about where people give you super chats and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said the single RVer thing. I've got the super chat button there.
Well, I noticed that AGK is really going kind of downhill. They're lucky to get 35 or 40 people watching them.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to readjust and find something else to talk about, and it's kind of hard.
Yeah, and Trader Joe ain't gonna get them no viewers.
So now they do game nights, which is kind of fun, but then you're pretty much stuck with your same 35 or 40 people, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing a little game thing with it. It was like concentration where you had to remember what was underneath the hat. There was a hat trick game I had. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I used to enjoy when you used to do the music, like you play musics.
Yeah.
I forget what that was called, but that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I have some friends that were musicians that have passed away, and there's no copyright strikes for playing their music. They would let me. My friends down in Mexico, the guy just he calls me great teacher.
What about selling your art? You said you're going to go find a little studio somewhere. And
yeah, I'm trying to do that. My studio, my whole art gallery is in a binder, 3-inch binder. But yeah, it all takes money to do all that stuff. And there's this one little raunchy gallery here in Alamos, and it's like, it ain't the right place to do it. A friend, another friend who's an artist, thought about several artists getting together and go in on a place in Taos and put our stuff in there.
Yeah, Taos has a lot of galleries already, but they get they get pretty busy in the summertime, especially.
Yeah. Well, not this last summer, not with the way they've got everything locked up and everybody wearing masks.
Oh yeah, well that's gonna go away now.
No, they're 101 days from the 20th. It's going into April.
What about I see AGK has a Amazon store now. They sell stuff on Amazon.
Yeah.
Or they're
Well,
trying.
yeah, but what books? I've got books on Amazon.
No, they're selling products.
Yeah.
Like
And I
stuff.
have stuff on Zazzle. I've got, people go Double Blazes University. You search it, you'll find my stuff on Zazzle.
But AGK is putting up stuff like household objects and things that they've tried or whatever, and they talk about them and then they try to sell them.
Yeah, that's probably what they're good at.
Yeah. I don't know, for a while they were doing cooking. They show you how to cook now too.
So Toby reminds me of somebody, a guy who sells women's lingerie. just to get him to try it on and get his jollies.
No, I like the way he does the cooking though, and shows you how he makes stuff.
I don't watch him, so I wouldn't know what he's doing. Who was Jimmy Fast? I think Jimmy Fast was Paul Ammons.
I don't know. Paul Ammons was there when I first got into the chase, but I haven't seen him in a while. Wasn't he from Canada or something?
I blocked him.
What's that?
I blocked him because he called here making creepy phone calls.
Oh, wasn't he from Canada or something?
I don't know where he's from. I think he worked for the FBI.
No, I don't think that was Jimmy Fast though, because Jimmy Fast played games and stuff. Sasha and Jason had their channel. He was on there a lot.
Oh, Puppet Forest is with us. Just woke up from a nap. Oh yeah, why must I go is here. I don't know if why must I go is here. Oh, he went to sleep. 11:52. So yeah, he was here 20 minutes ago. Puppet.
Didn't you think it was Sasha and Jason and Illinois Ghost all like got out of the chase at the same time?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Maybe Forrest told them that I solved it.
Maybe.
Oh.
But it just seemed kind of odd in that, because that was when K-Pro and Sasha were going head to head, and even Illinois Ghost stopped doing his videos.
Yeah. Yeah, when Forrest said it was found and I wasn't, I got upset at first, and then I thought about it, and he's pulling our leg. But I had called him May 27th.
Oh yeah.
It's still in my phone record that I called his number May 27th, and how long the phone call was. I got to look at it. I'd have to.
Well, it just seems kind of odd that Erskine filed a lawsuit before the treasure was found, or the day the treasure was found.
Yeah.
But nobody knew about it. So why did he file a lawsuit? You know, because nobody really knew about it until the next day.
Yeah, he was fun. Yeah, it's kind of weird. That's odd. Maybe because he thought he figured. I don't know. Mine, I'd been saying for a long time that it was in his will. The
Yeah.
will was hidden in there. As I gone alone in there, and then the word there has the word will hidden under it with the apostrophe LL, and then the as above, so below, the top of the poem, the will's hidden in the top, and it comes out in the I give you title to the gold part, you know.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So his will was in the poem. Oh. My book's right about the point where the threads are going to fall out and it's going to fall apart. So I think I had the thing to pull the threads out of the binding and stuff.
Yeah, but that guy mentioned that, I think, 1 week, and the following week he never heard from him again.
Yeah.
Because evidently it didn't do anything for him.
But mine is falling apart right in there.
Well, Bear took all his books apart
Yeah.
so he could hold them up to the light.
You can hold it up to the light without taking it apart.
I know.
So you get a whole.
Can you imagine taking too far to walk all apart like that? That book's $6.
Yeah. Where's the word will? Yeah, in the last stanza, your effort will be worth the cold, and the whole thing. So hear me all, listen good. That's the same as Charlton Heston saying, I want all within the sound of my voice to listen and to heed. Your effort will be worth the cold is from my cold dead hands. And I asked Jack Stoof and he couldn't answer me. I said, how in hell did you get a hold of a dead man's chest before the man was dead? He couldn't answer that.
Well, did you hear that the NRA went bankrupt? Somebody said that. I thought I heard that.
That's CNN, maybe.
Fake news.
Yeah, it's fake news.
Like, how is that possible?
I don't know. I'm gonna grab my keys. My phone's saying 23% now.
Oh, well, I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes and I'm gonna sign out.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that might be good here too. I don't know how long. Started streaming 3 minutes ago. It's been longer than that.
Yeah, I got a movie to go watch.
Yeah.
I started watching the Frankenstein Chronicles yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And I fell asleep and it was getting kind of gross. It's all about dead people and stuff. So I figured I'd watch the rest of it tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move my car, hook some cables up to my batteries, and
Tonight?
a little while and charge things up in here, and it's kind of, yeah, I got 16 watching still, but I'm thinking, Leo Salazar's, the day he passed away was February 7th, 1991. And he was the one that showed for us the Moses. And so the day he died might be an important date for us, for his dates. And then there's Eric Sloane's birthday, February 27th, and he died on March 5th. So Eric Sloane died just after his 80th birthday. Forrest died just after his 90th birthday. And when Forrest said, I was nearly 80, so I figured it's time to start writing a book, because he thought he might be like Eric Sloan, be standing on the corner waiting for the bus and pass that, die, waiting for the light to change so he can cross the intersection. And so, yeah, that. But then, and then in the Bible, when Moses was 80, God told him to write a book about a book of his memories.
You think, you think it's odd that Forrest Fenn and Eric Sloan was Forrest Fenn's best friend after he knew all those people? You know what I'm saying? Why with a short relationship, I think it was maybe what 10 or 15 years the most that they knew each other?
Yeah, and he was selling his art.
I know, but how did they end up being his best friend? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Eric Sloan moved to Taos, didn't he?
Eric Sloan was old enough to be Forrest's father.
Yeah. Maybe he was. And, Forrest has another brother that he never told us about either.
What, a half brother?
His brother Dan. And I think he's still alive. I think Dan's either a month older or a month younger than Forrest.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I think his father knew some teachers.
Oh, in a biblical sense.
Dan was born in Dallas.
And I thought it was Forrest's dad that had the half brother, not Forrest.
No, because this guy was born in 1930.
Oh, really?
He was born. I can't remember if he was a month before or a month after Forrest.
Because I think, let's see, Forrest Fenn's grandfather was like 17 and he got the grandmother pregnant at 14. And that's why the father grew up with the grandparents.
Yeah.
His dad grew up raised by his grandparents.
Yeah. But his Forrest Fenn's parents were divorced too, weren't they?
No. Forrest Fenn's parents? No.
No, I thought they were.
No, they were together when she passed away.
Yeah. We don't know. I won't say that again. Forrest.
No, they had that Airstream camper, and they were camping up in Montana, I think, when she died.
Mm. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, someone said that she died at a rest area or something.
Yeah, I think it was a campground up above somewhere, like maybe on the Madison, somewhere by the Madison or something.
Well, this area where Moses is, there used to be a campground at this spot. Now it's just a rest area, picnic area along the highway. Right by the chain station when he talks about 8.25 miles, or 66,000 links. That's a chain station. And the name of the place represents a rainbow.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And mysteriously, I got the map from somebody bought me the last Colorado map that Mike and Capro had, and it had the same name on it. There's 6 degrees of separation. That's 1 degree. This is match perfect. And
she
that's
died
where
at the campsite near. It says she died at the campsite near the 50-mile riffle in Cameron. Donnie and June were divorced.
Yeah.
Well, Donnie died of cancer, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm
Yeah, I
not
think
sure anymore about anything.
either that or he had maybe he was an alcoholic or something. But
Yeah.
June died after the father passed away. I'm pretty sure. But I don't know what she died from. I can't remember.
Uh-huh. And then some people are saying, oh, that's like June Cleaver and Leave It to Beaver. And Wally, Skippy. Yeah. You know, his name was Bill or William, right? They were both William M, or both of them. That's my initials too, William M.
Oh, what's your middle name?
Michael. Like the angel that took Moses to heaven. William the Conqueror and Michael the Angel. And now they got this. Have you seen the previews for that movie I've been telling people about, the Psycho Gorman? Look it up on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
With an E between the R and the M. Goreman. Yeah, it's funny. These kids are digging a hole. They're looking for treasure. They find this little glowing red ball thing, and she picks it up, and like a genie coming out. He's supposed to be a god. Psycho Gorman is a god. And he goes, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to eat all of you. And she goes, is this yours? He goes, oh, no. Whoever holds that controls me.
When are you going to do another when are you going to do another South Park video?
Oh, I'm working. I've got one I've been playing with to work on. Like right now, computer's down completely. When it was on, the audio wasn't working, and I got to have the audio working. I need the treasure so I can get a new computer. Get a real place to live instead of. I'm tired of living in an RV.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
My water pipes are frozen. You can't use the shower. You know. You got to heat up water and have water poured over your head. It's okay for a week. It gets old. Oh, you're living the life. No, I'm not.
You need to find you a sugar mama.
I'm not driving to. Yeah. No. Keep Barbara out of this.
I said a sugar mama.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and then my friend, he said, here's another Barbara. But she's a deaf mute. And I said, oh, that's just what I need. Somebody with selective hearing. Yeah, I've known people that were that way, and they hear what they want to hear, and they don't want to hear what they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with people that don't listen.
Well, my ex-husband had hearing damage from being in the Army, and but he could hear if I whispered in the kitchen. He could hear me in the other room.
Yeah, I never believed in hearing damage. I went and seen Slayer. I was living in Golden, Colorado, in the old state capitol. The place used to be the state capitol and stuff. Across the street from the Buffalo Rose, you know, there's the bar in Golden, Colorado, the Rock and Roll Club stage and all that. And I wasn't living there at that time. I was living up on top of the mountain. That big steep grade before you get to Idaho Springs coming out of Denver. And I lived on the side on that hill. Anyhow, I decided to go into Golden on my birthday. You know, see who's playing, and it was playing Slayer up all night. Yeah, Slayer was playing and ran into an old girlfriend. So that turned out to be a good birthday. Oh, and that girlfriend, when I met her, she was married to the corporate lawyer for Coors, and was getting divorced from him because he got his secretary pregnant.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, you know, just because you're a corporate lawyer for Coors don't make you a god. Yeah, it's like soap opera is written everywhere. Yeah, I learned when I moved down to I got a job in Louisiana. Well, I wasn't there for that. I was down there and I needed a job, and I got a job at Oceaneering, a place that makes underwater robots for the oil rigs and stuff. And I was working in engineering, and I was electronics tech on the ROV, on the submarines. And but you know, it's a small town, Morgan City, and there's maybe 2 or 3 nightclubs, and so I met this one. Of course, her ex-husband works at the same place I do. And yeah, he broke into my motel room there where I was doing the training for the job and stuff, and stole our Mardi Gras beads and our toothbrushes. And the guy in the room next to me was narked on him, told him where the room was and stuff. And I end up getting fired because I'm dating some guy's ex. You know. And then I went to Florida, worked at Time Warner, design microwave fiber optic networks.
Yeah.
Always something tech. I done a lot of stuff. I got stuff I worked on floating around the earth up there in space.
That's cool. You definitely need to sell those art though. I think you got a gold mine right there.
Yeah. I need to have frames, and like Forrest, he said if I was still in the business, I'd like to handle your art. And but he's not in the business, and he doesn't know anybody he said, I don't know anybody in the business anymore.
What about Matucci? He knows her.
Yeah, I could bring it by there.
Yeah.
But I still don't have frames. You know, if she could help me out with frames, put the stuff in frames.
I don't think you needed it. You don't need it in frames if it's just a print, right?
Yeah.
You just
Yeah, right. That's why I tell people, you know, people want a special frame anyhow, you know. And,
well, isn't that what she does?
I thought about doing it with a, you know, like the art fairs with a little tent, 10 by 10 tent. And I would print some of the art. I would print the art on the canvas around on the tent itself. And I would have a couple of like TV monitors or TVs that are, you know, that are computer or something where people could scroll through and pick them, and you could print them right there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But I need a $2,000 printer I can only print little 10 by 8s, 8 by 10's about the big with my printer I have here, but I print them on canvas. Everything I have in my folder is all on canvas. Chats, Canine. Oh, I gotta pay attention here. Sasu said she was what?
Fucking
Done with the chest.
when the chest was found.
When the chest was found, yeah. And Jason moved to Oklahoma just a few days ago. Whoa, he must have got a job in Oklahoma, huh?
I guess so. He retired. I saw the video.
Well, aren't they like the earthquake capital of America now, and they're gonna fall in the ocean like California. She died at the campsite near 50 Mile Riff in Cameron.
That's Forrest's mother.
Yeah. Chats Slayer.
I have ancestry.com, and I can look up all the a lot of the like death certificates and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think Forrest's mom, it said that a blood vessel in her chest ruptured or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
And my mother went when she was 53.
Yeah. My dad.
I've outlived her by 10 years.
My dad had a massive heart attack at 50.
Yeah. That sucks too. My dad went for heart surgery at Kaiser Hospital in San Francisco, and 3 days after the surgery, he coughed and his sternum cracked back open, and air was coming in and out through his sternum, and he got a staph infection, and they had to cut his sternum out. When they put him in to take him into surgery to do that, to work on his chest, they had the heart-lung machine. They put the heart-lung machine in reverse to clean the filters out. And when they turned it on him, it was still set for reverse. And it blew his heart up like a balloon, and all the stuff from the filters went in his lungs. And
what year was that?
% of his lungs.
What year was that?
2000.
Oh.
You should have. Yeah, he died at 67.
You should have sued the hospital.
You can't. It's against the law. They made it legal for doc. You can't sue. The lawyers say there's a $250,000 limit on malpractice in California, and the expert witnesses would cost more than that, and so there's nothing for the lawyers or the family to collect.
Why is there a $250,000 limit? That's ridiculous.
I don't know. Because they wanted to make it so the doctors could kill people with immunity. Yeah.
I had open heart surgery.
Oh.
But I used to work in the operating room, and I know that they close you up with wires. So how did your dad's chest open up?
He coughed and it cracked and split open. They didn't do a good enough job. I guess I don't know. They cut him and they used muscles from his arms or his legs and to hold his chest together. And he was bedridden with major amounts of oxygen because he only had a quarter of his lungs left. And
malpractice.
Huh?
That's definitely malpractice. That should have never happened.
Yeah. And so there's nothing to, meanwhile, the IRS is okay. Give us half of what he had, you know? Oh, so yeah, if I get the treasurer, they're gonna have to say they gave it to me last year before George put the taxes back on it. Oh, all right.
So,
Well,
well, I guess I'm gonna check out now.
yeah, yeah, I'm about done, and I might do more streams, but I'm trying to get away from the fan talk, thing,
Yeah.
because it's just spinning wheels.
Yeah, you can do that on other shows.
11%. Yeah.
All right. Good night, Bill.
All right. Good night. We'll see you. Okay. I'm going to sign off. I got to get some batteries going and I got to pee. So I'll talk to y'all later.